You are welcome to today's session. And so today we have this question on the board for us to solve. Actually, we've solved the first one in our previous video, and we are going to continue with the second one. So we are actually looking at the zeros of a polynomial function. And so if you want to understand how we went about with the question one, kindly go and look for it. All right. Then let's look at this one. So we have f of x equal to x cubed minus 2x squared minus x plus 2. All right. Now, when you have something like this, what you're supposed to do, because with this one it was easy for us to factorize, but we need to get a factor so that we'll be able to divide, because this is cubic. And so what are you going to do? What you're going to do is that, if you remember factor theorem, we said that you start with plus or minus 1, 2, 3 till you get the one that will be able to make the function f of x equal to 0. So maybe you can start with positive 1. So positive 1 when f of 1 is equal to 1. So you have, that is 1 cube. Then you have 2. What do you have? That is 1 square. You have this. Then you have plus 2. Now, here 1 times 1 times 1, that will still be 1. Okay? And neg 2 here is 1 times 1, that is 1 square, times the neg 2, you still have neg 2. And you have neg 1 plus 2. So, positive, positive, that will give you 3. Negative, so you have neg 3. And that gives you 0. Meaning that, if you watch our video on the factor theorem, what he said was that the number that will be able to make this one, the function, to be equal to 0, in actual sense, for you to write it as a factor, it has to be x minus 1 this way, which is a factor. Because what we usually do is that the factor that you have, you are going to equate the factor to be equal to 0. Then this one will move here, giving you x to be equal to 1. So that one is what you now come and put it in here. But this time around, you didn't have the x minus 1. You were now trying to find a factor. And that one that you putting into the function that gave you 0, that means that you have to write that one in a factor form. And so that means that the factor is x minus 1. Now, having established that the factor is x minus 1, come here, please. Let me clean this side because of the size of the board. We are now going to use long division approach. You have x minus 1, all right? So we've gotten one of our factors. Then you have x cubed minus 2x squared minus x plus 2. So this one will divide this, giving you x squared, and you multiply. So you have x cubed. The same x squared will multiply this, giving you negative x squared. So you subtract. The negative will affect this one, so when you add, that will be 0. Negative, negative will be positive, plus the negative to give you neg x squared, and you bring your neg x here plus 2. X divide this one, that will give you neg x. Neg x times this is negative x squared. I hope you are following. Then this one will also multiply this, giving you negative, negative will be positive, so plus x. All right. So here, the negative here, because you'll be subtracting, will affect this one, giving you positive. But plus this, so that will be 0. Negative, positive will be negative, plus this, so you have neg 2x plus 2. Then the same x will come and divide this one, giving you neg 2. So you have this one also multiplying, giving you neg 2x. The same two multiplying, giving you plus 2. And you subtract. Negative, negative will be what? Positive, plus this, that will be 0. The negative will affect this one, giving you neg 2 plus 2, and that will also be what? 0. So at the end of the day, what is happening is that you now have x minus 1 here. What you have here is one of the factors. Then you have x squared minus x minus 2. You are having this one also. So what you are supposed to do is to break this one down. So meaning that the whole function f of x is equal to this. So guess what? You are going to equate the whole of x minus 1 here, then x squared minus x minus 2 all equal to 0. So already this one, x minus 1, you have what? X equal to what? 1. So this one is already there. So our focus is to expand this one using the quadratic equation approach, all right? Quadratic factorization, sorry. So you have x squared minus x minus 2. The coefficient here is 1. It will multiply, giving you negative 2. So you find factors of 2, which is 1, 2. So out of this, what you're going to do is that you have to write in such a way that when they multiply, get a product of the coefficient of x squared and that of the constant here equal to 0. Alright, at the same time, when you add or subtract, you have your negative x. So this is how we are going to write it. It will become x squared minus 2x plus x minus 2 this way. You can also rewrite it as x minus that is 2x. Sorry, yes, minus 2x. So whichever way you decide to go about with it. So now let's look at it. You factorize, x comes out, then you have x in minus 2, so that x times x is x squared. X times this one will give you the 2x. Then you repeat the same thing. It's the easiest way that I usually tell people to do. Then you ask yourself, what number is that when you multiply by x, it will give you this positive x. And when you multiply by this 2, it will give you a negative 2. So that is plus 1. So since this side and this side are the same, you write them, that is neg 2. And you pick the ends here, which is x plus 1 equal to 0. So what you are going to do from here is to make it x minus 2 equal to 0, and x will be equal to 2. Then you have this side, x plus 1 equal to 0, x will be equal to what? Neg 1. Meaning that the zeros of the function, because of space, I won't be able to clean it. The zeros of the functions are going to be this neg 1, then you have 1, then you have these 2, and these are the zeros of the